Ah, yes. Check, check, check. We are here live in Atlanta. It's the kid, Alex Cherry, with Novice Principles, as always. And we have a very special guest to start the year. So, as you already know, I'm not going to say too much more. I'm going to kick it to her, let her introduce herself, and then we're going to get right into it.
Hey guys, thank you for having me, Novice Principles, aka Cherry. Um, I guess for those who don't know me, I'm Taylor Jasmine.
Nice. So, Taylor, thank you for being here with us. So, you're coming off the release of your new project, Outage. How do you feel about it?
I'm excited. Honestly, I haven't released a body of work in like 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
so just being able to be in the excitement still with my new project, I'm just grateful.
No, that's good. Yeah. And so like for the gap in the last 4 years, like is there like a specific reason why you haven't dropped a body of work within the last 4 years?
Hence the word outage. I had an outage
Mm,
within myself,
okay.
my life, my love life, my just everything, even with my music. And it's not like I didn't release anything. I released singles. It's just I wasn't that. I was trying to find who I was really. I
Mm,
went through just a dark space in
okay.
life, and I just wasn't releasing anything. Now I feel like I'm back, and I'm really not gonna have another outage in a minute, in a long time, maybe.
No, that's
So
fire.
yeah.
That's fire. So like what got you to this point to where you feel like you were comfortable enough to, just start recording, and like, be comfortable with releasing a full project?
Honestly, 2023, it just felt like that timing. I've always been recording, so I never stopped that. It was just like I wasn't releasing anything for the public to hear, really, like in a body of work type of
Mm-hmm.
thing. Honestly, what got me to a point, I just felt like I was ready. I felt like it was time to give back to people who missed hearing me
Mm-hmm.
and missed hearing my music. So yeah.
That's fire. Okay, cool. So you had a release party. So how was that? Like, how was that?
Honestly, that was my first ever listening party I've thrown for myself.
Mm,
I've never planned anything for myself music wise.
okay.
And so that was an experience. That was so much fun. Honestly, I'm still in shock to be honest cuz the feedback or how many people actually came out for me,
Mm.
that really surprised me, and I'm like, wow. I don't know why I have these shocking moments cuz like people do support me, but I'm like,
Yeah,
it still
yeah.
be shocking me when I see it in the flesh because I'm like, wow, all these people came out for me.
I
Like,
mean, for you, because like you're an artist, like, and I think like as artists and as creatives, like we have this sense of like self, and so it's just like when other people kind of like look at us and are like, oh, like, bro, I like what you're doing, sis. I see what you're doing. It's just kind of like, oh, well, thanks.
yeah, right, right. It's just
Yeah.
like, I mean, I just doing what I love to
Hmm.
do.
Okay, cool. So let's take a step back. I want to talk about you like personally, like before, like coming up. For you, like you're from Atlanta, and so like for you, like when did you know that you wanted to take music seriously?
Okay. Well, okay. Growing up really, really shy, I always been singing all my life. I was in a very singy type of family. All my sisters can sing. My mom can sing.
Mm,
Always heard all types of music growing up. So I've always like wanted to sing. I just didn't have like the nerve to do it. So, um, literally at 13 years old, I feel like that's when I took it seriously.
mm,
When I was like, okay, like I'm gonna just do this, and it's just I was just led by God. Like it just naturally happened. Everything wasn't forced.
mm,
I just felt like it was. I was like getting to a point where I was ready to just showcase who I was without stop, like with not being too shy.
mm. Do
You
you
know.
do you remember like your first song, like recording your first song?
I remember maybe not record. I remember the first song I wrote.
Mm,
Now the first song I recorded solo was "I Don't Need It,"
okay.
but the first song I probably ever recorded actually in the studio before like my solo career was like when I was in a girl group.
Mm-hmm.
And then my first song I wrote was at like 10 years old. I remember I called it like Friends or something like that. Like, who
Friends.
wants to be friends?
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so
Right.
now yeah, so girl group, like, like that experience. What was that experience like going from a girl group and then, going solo?
Honestly, being in a girl group with like four other girls, it was like, it was easy. They were like my sisters at the time.
Uh-huh.
It didn't feel like weird. But transitioning from being in a girl group to being solo, it just felt natural. It was felt like, okay, now the bird's ready to leave her nest. It
Uh-huh.
just like I always felt like I was destined to be solo.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it didn't feel like unnatural.
Okay, cool. So like now, like for you, what has been the most rewarding part, like getting to this point, in your career?
The rewarding part, I guess like really everything. I know like I don't know really anything specific. I think it's just hearing people being touched by my music and hearing that it changes people's lives or that they really are still here because my music and like a lot of things that when people say they really do love my music, I'm like, wow, I think that's the rewarding part that I make this because I really truly love it and I'm really this is like my heart and my
Right.
mind and then people are relating to it. I'm like, wow, y'all just it's me. So
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah. So I wanted to touch on the color, like, cause Outage, like the promotion, and everything is orange, and you're wearing orange on set today.
You
So
know.
is orange your favorite color?
Actually no.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Orange used to not be a color I liked actually. I used to
Mhm.
hate it. I threw away a lot of stuff that was orange in my closet like years ago.
Okay.
But now or I don't know, I picked orange for Outage cuz it just felt right. Like at first Outage was really red and I
Mm.
changed it to
Okay.
orange and I just felt like I connected with that color at the time. So lately I've been rocking orange. So
Mm.
yes, I want to say it's my new favorite color now.
Now it's your
So
new favorite color. Okay,
yes.
I'm gonna say so. When like why red at first, and then like how'd you get to orange?
Because honestly I had a project like way back called Hot Stuff and that was like majority red.
Mm.
And I don't like doing the same things. And then I always see like a lot of red being used in artists' like albums or things like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, let me use orange. I don't really see that a lot.
Mm.
So I was like, now we're orange Outage.
No, yeah. So I one thing I picked up on and one thing I caught that caught my attention off rip. So like on Apple Music, the project's labeled pop. So like, do you consider yourself like a cross between a pop artist and R&B, or like how would you like define yourself for anybody that is listening to Taylor Jasmine for the first time?
Um, definitely pop and R&B. I think that Apple Music tends to just choose the first choice that
Okay.
when you're putting your songs in the system.
Okay.
But honestly, I do both. There's
Mhm.
hints. There's like sounds of pop in there. There's sounds of R&B. You get both. I feel like in my project.
Mhm.
So yes, I would label myself both.
Both.
Yes, I
Okay.
love both.
Cool. So we can go ahead and really talk about this project now. Outage, like it's been out a week now. Like what's the reception been like, and how are your personal feelings about the project now that it's out?
Honestly, I feel like I've gained listeners that really didn't pay attention to my music like that before.
Mm-hmm.
Even people that's been following me, like I've gotten so many messages about, oh my God, I love your project, or people that have been following me for a while, like just now telling me about something about my music. So I've gotten a lot of great feedback about my project. People constantly sending me messages every day. This is my favorite, or it's like this is my new favorite, and it's crazy because everybody has their own favorite. So yeah, it's been out for a week, and I mean, I'm just embracing it all. I have no expectations. I'm just letting the universe take its course, and I just really want to market Outage the right way because I haven't dropped in a while. So I'm just proud of this project, and I want to like if you follow me, you know I'm going to be promoting it. So, yeah.
So what's the promotion look like as of now? I know you've got the videos out right now. But what other promotion do you have going on for that?
Really just more content being produced because that's the era of life we're in right now.
Yeah.
It's content, constantly repeating the same song over again. Literally more shows, more interviews like this, more visuals. Definitely working on those so I can get them out for the project as well.
Cool. So what's your personal favorite on the project?
I know I get asked this all the time, and I'm like, that's like asking if what's your favorite child if you have like multiple children.
Yes, but one thing I've always said is like there's one that stands out to you, and so yeah, we can't do the it changes every other day. Nah,
honestly, it do change. Like I'll be listening to this for the week, but mind you, I've had the project before all y'all, so like mine's been this for the week, and then it'll change. But currently, I want to say like I really love like Poison or I was about to say Outage, the Poison or I Wish I Could. Those are my like favorites at this moment right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Poison or Everyday Drama is probably like my favorite.
Everyday Drama is like, of course, everyone knows that's my favorite. I perform it all the time.
Yeah, that's the one. So take us through like the recording process and like putting this project together. Take us through the ups and downs and like the pieces of the project.
Honestly, this project was executive produced by Mike Colombo. So we've always been, it's natural for us to just be in the studio and record and create sounds from scratch and just come together. So honestly, it's just been a course of time with me going in the studio and recording songs, writing them, and to the point where we felt comfortable enough to be like, okay, this is becoming a project. It's crazy because This was not even supposed to be an album. It was an EP at first. We changed the name like 2 times.
Okay.
Like,
what were the names before?
I don't know if I should tell y'all because I might use that for another project.
Okay.
So it's like I don't want nobody taking my ideas.
Yeah,
but they were cool, but they weren't like as like they didn't really like, I don't know how to explain it. They didn't represent who I was at the time. You know, so Outage just represented what I was going through more so. So basically ups and downs. I mean, there was really no downs of it. It's just what I normally do.
Yeah.
Like honestly, the only down was just where I was at mentally. Was just like I wasn't really myself.
So was this project like recorded within the last year, or is it like a compilation of, you know, multiple years like in the past?
I would say like 2022, 2023. That mixture.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm gonna say, so recording, you know, what's your favorite part about the recording process? You know, and then take us through like some of your studio essentials.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, those are 2 questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 2-parter, yeah.
Wait, what was the first one?
Like what's your favorite part about recording?
My favorite part of recording would be my first time listening to something I really like, and hearing the sounds come together from scratch. Like me and Mike, when we create, we would like, he'll start with just nothing, and I'll come to the studio. Sometimes it's creative, but most 99% of the time, he's creating it from scratch, and I'll just start. And I know I like something when I start automatically thinking of lyrics, and I'm usually a fast songwriter.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the most funnest part, and also getting to hear when it's done.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I love hearing the final product, even though I need to just enjoy it more when I'm like recording it, because sometimes I'll be like, I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I'm like trying to get it right, but it's like, this is where you're supposed to mess up. I gotta remember that. I be trying to be sometimes too perfect in the studio, and it's like Mike be reminding me like, this is your time to mess up and do certain things and get it right. You gotta trust the process. So, and then my studio essentials, I always bring it like, I don't know, this is really bad, honestly, I shouldn't even bring it, but I honestly don't eat it until after.
Okay.
It's like I bring a bag of hot fries, and some water.
I'm gonna say, why is that?
What, eating it before the studio?
You say you eat it after?
Yeah, after.
Okay.
Because it's like, I don't know, hot specks on my throat.
Okay, that's
so it's like, it's kind of hot. So I usually eat it after if I'm done recording. Then, of course, I have my song book. Sometimes I write through the notes on my phone, or I write actually in my song journal. So I have multiple of those. Those are, I think, essentials. And what else? I think that's it. Or like some type of lighting.
Okay.
You
gotta have like a certain vibe kind of.
Yeah, it gotta be a vibe. Can't just be like bright lights. Like it gotta be like cool lighting or something on the screen. Like I don't know. I'm a Pisces, so I like being like in some world.
Spicy Pisces.
Yeah.
Okay, so spicy Pisces. I asked that because like there's a lyric like in Everyday Drama where you talk about like you're allowed to handle. So like, like are you allowed to handle?
I feel like I am.
Okay.
I feel like from experience, yes, I'm only 23, but I don't think people can really handle me like that. And not to say I'm crazy and like, oh my gosh, I'm a lot to deal with, but it's like, I don't feel like people can handle the like essence of who I am. Like they just don't get it, or they get scared. So they just like, I can't do this. Let's just be friends.
I would say, is it more so like because of like the way that your thought process is, and maybe like because you're so passionate about everything?
Yeah, like I'm either all in or nothing.
Okay.
So if you're talking to me as a guy, it's just like, I don't like just wasting my time.
Yeah, the nonchalantness.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not the type of person to rush anything, but it's also like I'm not about to just be playing around either. Yeah. So a lot of people will be like, "Oh my god!" Well, not a lot of people, but you know what I mean. Like,
right? Yeah. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You don't want to get the wrong idea. I know what you're saying.
They just be like, I'm not ready for all that. And it's like, okay, well, I never pressured you anyways. So it's all good. Now I feel like I'm just really devoted on my music. That's not even my interest right now. If it happens, it happens. But like, that's not my focus anymore.
You dialed in right now.
Yeah, for sure. Like this is probably the most dialed in I've been in a long time. So I don't have time for distractions really.
Okay. So Everyday Drama, like there's a video, like how was the New York experience and shooting that video up in New York?
Oh my God. Yeah. I love that experience. Like I wish I can go back again.
Mm-hmm.
It was during New York Fashion Week. And I was invited by Sprayground. Shout out to them. They wanted me at their fashion show to attend.
Okay.
So while I was down there, I was like, let's knock out two birds in one stone. And one of my favorite videographers, Mel, Mr. Meredith. He shoots basically all my music videos. Well, most of them since I've been starting since I was 14. And we just made it a whole thing. My sister Chrissy was with me, and literally we attended real time events and did a music video at the same time. So that whole music video was supposed to be like me at Fashion Week in a dream, and but really I was dreaming in the music video. Like that wasn't real. So, or it wasn't really a dream. It was more like just a fantasy of what I wanted. Because we had met someone that was supposed to be homeless in the music video.
Yeah, I was about to say, because when I turned it on, like, you were scrubbing toilets, and then then like we meet the homeless people, and then it's like, it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was dope. It was very
thank
dope.
you. It
was very dope. Okay.
Yeah, definitely have to go back out to New York and shoot some more music videos. But yeah,
I'm gonna say, so as far as like your music, like where do you want to travel to? Have you only performed in Atlanta?
I performed in LA.
Okay.
I performed in New York. I'm about to perform in Florida sometime this year. So that's about it. Like I haven't really most of my performances are in Atlanta right now. But yeah, I've had New York bookings. I used to be out there a lot, like last year, and then LA was like a few years back.
Which one is your favorite out of those that you performed at?
That's hard because every show is different. I don't know. What is my favorite performance? I don't know. Dang. Yeah. Every performance makes me feel different. I really don't have like a top favorite. I want to say maybe Finders Keepers.
That was fire. We were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there. That was the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first time I had met you. Yeah. That was probably like, if I had to name a favorite as of right now, that's my favorite. It was Clark D's show. Yeah, because I just felt like, I don't know, it was a large crowd, and I just felt the energy for real. Like, I felt the most confident. Like, not to say my other ones are not confident. I just really love that performance, watching it back. So
nah, that's dope. So what does this year look like for you?
More performances, possibly. Like, I want to curate my own show.
Okay.
I did my own listening party with a lot of people coming out. Yeah. So I'm like, what would it be like if I threw my own show, me headlining, me having my own acts? I've never done nothing like that for myself. So I'm always a part of someone else's event.
That's real. Yeah, that's
it's time.
I'm gonna say it's definitely time for that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna say it's definitely time for that. So I'm gonna say, what's the best thing that you like about performing?
I think my best thing, of course, picking out what type of outfit I'm gonna be in, like for that time, and getting to be in the moment with my music, and seeing like getting people to be in my world for that period of time, whether it be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like just really vibing out to my music and having people really applaud it. It's just a good feeling. I be on a high. Like, honestly, when I'm done performing, I be like, that went by so fast.
Yeah.
I be trying to work on really being there. Because, like, sometimes I'll be somewhere else. I'm still performing, but, like, I just want to be like, I remember it, like, everything. That's why I love watching back my performances. So, yeah.
I'm going to say just learning something.
Oh, yeah. I study myself every time. Like, I'm not doing that again. Or, like, let me get better at this. I need to do better. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, so what do you want people to take away from Outage?
Outage, really, there was a song called Voice Memo at the end. It's like, I said something about you never know what people are going through, and you should just be kinder, basically, to one another, and just whatever you're going through, just know that an outage is not forever. Yes, I made a project about an outage, but that doesn't mean I'm forever in it. Like this, I made this project, and it almost made me feel like I turned the lights back on, to be honest. So, like, yeah, I just want people to take away, like, we're all going through something, like, big or small, and we all, like, need to just be here for each other, and really just take time for your emotions. It's okay to have them, basically. It's okay to go through what you're going through during that period of time, whether you need that time of solitude to yourself for a few months. You're never in a wrong level of life, and that was just a level of life I was in.
You gotta allow yourself to be vulnerable through everything.
Yes.
Okay. So I know you probably see like the phrase, like, or we probably saw like all last year as far as like R&B being dead or whatever. So like, how do you feel about, that take?
Honestly, R&B is not dead to me. I mean, yes, rap is very much highlighted nowadays, but I don't know. I don't ever believe in those things because like someone just created it and it got started trending. Like I don't believe that. Like that's like someone canceling someone and people going with that wave. Like
Yeah.
it's not real. So I don't think R&B is dead. I feel like music is very much R&B music is still very much played. It's still here. I make R&B music, so I don't think it's ever gonna be dead.
Right. No,
So
facts. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm saying, who are you listening to
who am I? Besides myself.
besides yourself, of course.
Besides myself,
Besides yourself.
who do I play? I play a lot of different artists. I like Billie Eilish, of course, Rihanna. I like Doja Cat. Who else? I've been playing that Chris Brown album.
Okay, I have not checked that out yet.
It's really good. Yeah, I love that album. Who else? I love her. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. Right now, and some Afrobeat songs. I like Thames.
Thames, you listen to Rema?
Rema, yeah.
Rema.
I just went to his concert when he was in Atlanta.
Okay, how was that?
I mean, he performed like one song and left.
Oh wow! Okay. Was it his show?
Yeah, it was his show.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, hey, things happen behind the scenes that we don't know about.
That's
so
true.
I still love him. I still love his art.
Yeah. So what do you like to do outside of the music?
Outside of the music, I love fashion. Like I want to like really get into that at some point. I like
see yourself curating like your own fashion week.
Yes, I have my own fashion line, like styling. I love everything fashion. It's just so fun. Like I love shopping, to be honest, for myself. People always be like, "Where do you get your show outfits from?" And I just be like, I be creating it myself in my head. Like honestly, I need about 2 weeks allotted for me to visualize what I'm wearing. And then what was I gonna say? Other than fashion outside of music, I think I like taking pictures.
Okay.
Like I think that if I wasn't doing music or anything, I could be a photographer. Like I like shooting pictures or shooting stuff. I love animals. Like I'll go to the pet store just to play with puppies.
Play with puppies. I would say, do you have a dog?
I have 2 babies, but they're not really mine, but they're really mine.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, like they're my mom's dogs, but everyone knows they're mine.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're my babies. I love them. Mini and Minx.
Mini Meeks.
Yeah, they're 2 Shih Tzu Maltese.
Okay.
But I do need a dog for my own, so I'll just go glance at the puppies.
Or you could take your mom's dogs.
If she let me.
If she let you.
If only she let me. So
if she let you.
Yeah. But yeah, I do want to puppy myself, so I'll do that. Or like, what else do I like to do? I like going to like bodies of water. Like I like beaches and stuff like that. So anything like that's just chill, not too much, not too crazy, but like still a vibe. I love eating, so
I want to say, what's your favorite food?
Indian food, African food.
Okay.
Like I probably eat those every other week.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them more than American food.
Do you have a spot that you would put the people on to? Give your best Keith Lee.
I mean, y'all need to sponsor me, okay? Deshi. If y'all like Indian food, go to Deshi. It's like Bangladesh, something like that. Just type in Deshi, and it's just so good. Like literally, has the best Indian food to me, and it be open at 5 a.m. So if you hungry, it's still open. Okay. Y'all need to try the chicken tikka masala.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah.
With naan bread. Like I mean, I'm like Middle Eastern.
The garlic naan is crazy.
Yes,
so crazy.
So like maybe I like it because I'm Middle Eastern and black. So I mean I don't know, but I love that food. Like I love it.
Okay, so I just wanted like it's 2024 and the year just started. So like, what are your resolutions, or like what do you see for yourself coming out of this year?
Honestly, I don't ever make resolutions. It's more like everything I was doing already, just everything on a bigger scale, being more focused. If I had to pick a resolution, just everything, being more focused on everything that I put my mind to, and not letting distractions alter me from my destination. So yeah.
Okay. How's your mental health right now? You know, I know you talked about it a little bit, but like from where you were to now, like, you know, how's your mental as of
my
right now?
mental? I mean, I'm a lot better than I was when I created Outage. Like I don't think I'm currently in an outage. I think that we go through things, and I feel like I'm just going through life and learning. I feel like I'm in a learning phase, as well as an evolution phase when it comes to my life, my personal life, and my music. So no, I'm not in a dark area, but I'm just taking each day at a time and keeping God first and foremost. And I get a lot of advice from my grandmother as well. And I try to keep good people around me so I can maintain the strength and like high hopes for myself. So no, I'm not in a dark place, but I'm just here.
I'm saying, what's the best piece of advice that your grandmother's given you?
My grandmother, oh my goodness. She said, if you pray, don't worry, and if you worry, don't pray.
I like that.
Yeah, she's very like keeps God first and foremost. So she tries to remind me that because like, why should you worry if you're praying to God? You know, so we should have faith in God and really just trust everything's going to be in His timing. So
Okay, well, Miss Taylor Jasmine, did you have any last words on Novice Principles?
Thank you for having me. I really had fun talking to you.
Yes, this was great. This was very great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So thank you again. We appreciate you for being on here. First one of the year. So let's get it.
Yay.
So, all right, y'all. Thank y'all again for tuning in. As always, it's the kid, Alex Cherry, here with Taylor Jasmine. Shout out to Darren. Shout out to Culture Lab, as always. So we'll check y'all next time.